Welcome to the Shit Apple Podcast, where we take a big bite out of daily life, chew on its absurdity, and serve it back with a side of questionable wisdom. Hey, life can be messy. We might as well make it entertaining.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Shit Apple Podcast. I'm Tiffany here with Diana and Shelly.
Hi guys.
Hello.
We just hanging. Shelly's upset about something.
Well,
Shelly, go
listen,
off.
I'm tired of, so we record today, and this is your pickleball day, and you need to change the freaking day because we don't have a lot of time for podcasts, and podcasts is where we make all this money.
Yeah, we rolling in the dough.
I haven't seen a single cent yet, but
I don't tell them that.
I just found out about write-offs. We should be writing off. Okay,
Oh my
Stephanie's
God.
address is in a far drive, but we're supposed we should have wrote off that meeting when we went downtown. Our team lunches write-off.
Exactly.
I'm no tax expert, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of. Well, listen, I
we're
feel like
getting
we're
there.
rushed today because of
I had to
your
wash
guys-
my hair
you guys'
after pickleball.
pickleball stuff. Can't you just change the day? Listen, everybody was happy to do it on a day I couldn't do it on. Frickin' do it on a day, another day.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but here's the thing. This boss lady over here, she changed the time to earlier. She's like,
Yes.
this is when we're starting.
So we are starting like about an hour, maybe 45
Like
minutes
30
earlier.
minutes earlier.
What
45
time do you
minutes.
normally start?
50 minutes earlier.
No, we usually start at 8:30.
9
My
or 8:45.
God.
8:45.
What, do they even have childcare this early? When are the kids going to get to school?
Well, everyone can get there at
eight.
8:10 except one of our friends, but she's going to work on
Okay,
that.
so 8:10, you drop them off at 8:10, and then you get there at 8:30. It's the same time.
No, it's you get there, drop them off at 8:10.
That's a whole game. 20 minutes you can get a game in.
I don't know what's wrong with Monday.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, she's, as you can see, very hostile
Heated.
towards the pickleball. You know,
Heated.
Shelly was so mad that the date didn't work out initially, but then when she was on the
Oh, a
thread-
long time ago. No, tell the whole story. It wasn't just being a baby. It was like, hey, 400 people, you guys want to do pickleball on Tuesday or Wednesday? And I was like, let's do it on Wednesday. I can't do it on Tuesday. And I didn't see anybody else's response. But apparently all 399 of them could only do it on Tuesday. So it was on Tuesday. So let's not forget this. I said, screw those girls. I hired my own pickleball instructor, who, by the way, said I was very good.
She is good.
Mm-hmm. And well, not anymore. But what I was going to do is I was going to get really, really good, and I was going to come back on a rando Tuesday, and I was going to just put the smack down on everybody and go, "Oh, my bad. I guess Tuesday was a bad day, huh?"
She legit had this planned out. She's like, and then
And I was
come in,
I was gonna film it.
and then you're gonna just randomly invite me one time. Like
Yeah.
she was.
Oh no,
legit
this was serious. I was
on
going to do
fire
this
about this.
because I was on fire.
Yeah,
Uh,
almost
apparently,
more fire than she's.
I'm still on
now.
fire.
I love Shelly on fire.
Yeah, spicy Shelly.
She's my
Shit,
fave.
Shelly, I wanna
So
see.
dumb. Tuesdays, and this is our pod day.
Okay, but I just want to throw some shade your way. Once the day was changed to Tuesday, because you work on Wednesdays, the day was Tuesday. You're like, oh, it's too hot. Oh, it's too sunny.
I don't like outside.
Oh, it's humid. Oh, it's too windy.
I don't
Oh,
like
it's too
sun.
cold.
I don't like outside.
Okay, so maybe, outdoor pickleball is not your jam.
Okay, well, now you guys are cutting into my Tuesdays again, and Shelly's got to stick up her butt about it.
Okay, so
All right.
those are the happenings.
So we're going to start pickleball at 7:30.
I wish I could.
8:10.
Jeez.
We're starting at 8:10.
8:10.
And what time did you normally
We'll
start?
see. 8:45.
No, that's not an hour early.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't even get there past like 8:45. So
Yeah, it'll make a little improvement. And then guess what? Soon it's going to be too hot.
it's going to be too hot soon, kids. We're going to be fine.
I know
This is all
that's
going to
the
work
only
out.
reason I'm wearing a sweatshirt today because I feel like it's my last day. I can
Me
wear a
too. I'm wearing my
sweatshirt.
favorite sweatshirt.
Meanwhile, I'm in a tank top sweating, just sweating to here for no
I'm
reason.
chilly.
Enjoy my phase of life. Anyway,
But okay, so that's our Tuesday. What about our weekend, guys? What do we do?
we went line dancing.
We went line
against
dancing.
Stephanie
my will.
Stephanie
took
wa-
us line
yes.
dancing.
She's like, I know
And
you
boy,
don't like
oh boy,
country.
were we fish out of water.
Not Stephanie and not Tiffany.
Two
Tiffany,
left feet.
Stephanie,
Tiffany was good.
Ah.
Jelly, not so good.
Deli.
Deli, Diane, and Shelly. Our
I love it.
lesbian name.
I don't know. I felt very awkward,
Well,
very
not our
weird.
lesbian name,
Our
our
couple
couple
name,
name.
yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry,
That's it.
husbands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
it
That's
was-
not,
the
that was a
lights
Freudian
were-
slip.
The lights were very bright.
Mhm.
Everyone was about 22. maybe
Yeah.
18.
Wait a minute.
No,
Are you
there was
serious?
some young Mormon folk there that were not even 18.
And we
Yeah,
love the
young
Mormons.
kids,
Keep
young
listening.
kids, like high school.
Yeah, which I gotta say, that's kind of nice that they have
I
a
loved
place to
it.
go to.
It is.
That's
It's actually nice.
They turned the
something-
lights down for like half a song, and I was like, "Can we keep this going?"
They did.
And then
Yeah.
they turned them right back on up, and I was like,
They don't want too
"Wow,
much
it's
touching.
bright."
Yeah.
Not too
Oh,
much
yeah.
touching.
They don't want any of that.
Oh yeah, not
soaking
touching.
happening.
Yeah.
But it was interesting.
I
We-
heard you sneak in soaking. Which Tiffany just tried to roll right over it.
If you don't know what that is, Google GTS that,
no.
Yeah.
What?
or don't,
What's
because it's
GTS?
Google that shit.
Oh. Oh my
yeah.
God.
or Urban Dictionary.
I always
shit.
forget how uncool I am.
Google that shit.
You
'cause-
just ate that.
Yes.
But
Well,
yeah.
I gotta say, I was commenting on Shelly's beautiful skin here. She
Mm.
claims it was from her new addition of olive oil into her skin regime.
I just slather that on. I also
100%
did.
that's not true. We
Okay.
just had a major facial.
I did have an
Laser.
IPL at Hello Chelsea. What
Oh,
up?
shout
All
out
about
to-
me med spa.
All about me aesthetics.
Aesthetics med spa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me what you got and tell me what I got.
Well, I got just a regular old IPL.
Okay.
You got Lay's MD.
I don't know the difference. That's what she suggested.
It's a stronger laser.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause she
my
looks a
skin
lot older
where
than
it
me.
hasn't sloughed off yet is legit
didn't
on
care.
point. But I got to tell a funny story. When I was calling, I missed that because I was focused on my next
kidding.
thing.
It was mean.
She's joking.
What did you say?
You guys are always mean to me.
What did you say?
I said because you look a lot older than
I
me.
do, I
No,
do.
you
It's
don't.
not
not true,
Oh my
it's not true.
Stop. Hey, well, don't.
We're all
Shelly's
we're all
65.
vampires.
Don't agree so
We're all
quick,
vampires.
Shelly
Tiffany.
is 65, and look at this beautiful skin.
Right?
65.
She looks so good. Anyway, when I was calling to make the appointment for this place, this is actually Tiffany's recommendation.
Yeah.
So pretty soon we're all
You
gonna
like
be-
Dr. Leslie, but
Yeah.
we got Chelsea, and we love her.
Yeah, she
Good.
cranked that laser right up, and she did me
good.
right with
Yeah.
that.
But
So,
go on. Sorry.
so anyway, she basically was getting all of the. So I was like, okay, I want to make an appointment for me and my friend. And then she's like, okay, what's her date of birth? I'm like, oh, here it is. What's her email? Oh, it's right here. And her phone number. And they're like, okay, so I guess we don't need to let Shelly know. She knows she's coming. Like we make all our appointments together, like
Yeah.
Botox, nails, facials. And then we went to your lady together that you were from, Dr. Diane, Nurse Diane.
Oh, Nurse Dee Dee.
No, Diane.
No, the one
Diane.
here at the house. Like that
Aesthetics.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You call
Nurse
her
Dee Dee
Dee
or Nurse
Oh,
Diane.
you're you're like that with her.
We
What's
only,
it? Aesthetics finesse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Finesse.
Also an
aesthetics.
amazing thing. We also share that appointment. So
Yes.
I'm pretty sure people think we're a couple.
Yeah.
It's a little
Well, yeah,
awkward.
especially since she makes the appointment for me.
That's cute.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
We even did.
Yeah.
We did colonics together.
Oh, I didn't know we were sharing that. Okay.
Those who colonic together stay
Stay
together. Is that something?
We're gonna
Well,
make
I
sure.
mean,
Not only did they do colonics together, they shared a room
Oh, yeah.
and did colonics together.
well, we could only go one at a time.
so I don't know if anybody knows what a colonic is.
So I
This
sat
was
there.
also a couple years ago. Like before we were as tight as we That was the bonding moment. I
By the way, I don't know if you know what a colonic is, audience, but there is a tube inserted into your, you know, your what do I call that?
think. Butthole?
All right.
bump
Yep,
your nose.
exactly.
You have to
And it's
type
clear.
your name.
And it's clear.
Yeah.
And then you see what's coming out of it, and
Yeah.
they're in the room together
Okay,
Listen,
with their
but wait,
tubes.
this is high tech over here. We had like a little TV in front of us where we could see it just
Oh.
dancing along out after it came out of the tube.
And was her tube clear as day, and yours was
was what?
No, but I will say, okay, before you, it was very. This place was top notch. You couldn't see anything. I didn't see anything.
oh
other-
man,
You did
I'd
it in
want
the
to compare.
Oh yeah, but I didn't see her like. Well, let me see you.
Oh
putting
yeah,
the
she didn't
tube
put.
in."
There's.
Oh, I've had a colonic, so I know they're not. You're not looking. I mean, your butts are probably facing in opposite directions, but
Yeah.
there is a tube,
Yeah.
and you get to
And
see
she-
what's
I think
coming
she, like,
out.
draped the thing over the tube, so really all you could see was what came through
video?
on the little clear.
And what came through?
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Who was more free and clear?
Oh, free and clear. Me.
Well,
Diana.
The whole reason I was never. I'm not a.
My lady told me I was full of shit.
Who did you
My
go
lady
with?
told me I was full of shit.
Oh.
I only went to one in
Okay.
California.
Oh.
Just one time.
Okay. And just by yourself.
No, I went with my husband.
Okay.
We didn't share a room,
Oh.
if that was your question.
Oh, that's not couple like.
But why would I want to share that with my?
I don't know. Okay, I know this is very disgusting and probably not something we want to talk about, but like that.
I do. I want to get down
That
and nitty gritty.
fascinates me. Like people's bowel movements. Like, are
They
you
do.
regular?
She's
I just-
very.
I'd
Oh,
like
I'm
to
into
know.
it. I'm
I'd
into
like
it.
to know. It's so healthy and a good part of digestion. I'm just like,
That's why Diana will live till she's 120.
probably not that long.
Your
My God, I hope
digestive
not.
is working.
It works
properly.
Yeah, but the whole reason we did
Shelly and
Colonics-
I are in the other end of the spectrum.
I don't know. Yeah, you guys.
You'll
I
see
don't-
like full peanut M&Ms come out.
I don't know. I just don't understand how you two don't drink coffee.
Ribeye.
Drink a coffee in the morning. It's
Tacos.
magic.
It doesn't have effects on me.
I just take a ton of magnesium, like
I do too.
5,000 milligrams or something.
Oh wow, overdose.
Still doesn't really work.
No.
I mean, it works, but I get stopped up from like my tirzepatide, and it's bad. It's painful.
Is that a constipator?
It is all
Well, it
GLPs.
slows your
Oh,
digestion.
I
Yeah.
thought it, but doesn't it
All
do something
GLPs
with
slow you down.
Oh.
What? Oh, I thought I put.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
we're just gonna not.
She literally is told to put her phone on do not disturb, and
No,
this
I
lady.
don't know how.
We're not gonna.
What? Look, Diana, does that say do not
Okay,
disturb?
but see how your ringer is all the way up?
Well, why
Right
have
then.
do not disturb if I have to turn off my ringer too?
I
Dumb
know.
apple. Miss my
I was the bad
Samsung.
one with technology.
Miss
but-
my.
Anyways,
Samsung.
basically, these two are a couple.
Yeah,
and
so
I
our
am
name
their-
is Deli, Diana and Shelly.
I
I
am
always
their
mess up Tiffany and Stephanie. And
Tiffany.
there's Tiffany. We're
Yeah.
Deli.
Yeah.
Deli and Tiffany
Like
walk
what was
into a bar.
Ben and Jennifer.
Benifer.
Bennifer. That's right.
Yeah.
We're Deli.
Yeah.
Our deli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
It's
our nails done.
Botox.
I know you
whatever
already
we do.
said that, but I was thinking, what else?
Yeah.
don't
Well,
know.
I originally, when we were like writing the content for this episode, I was like, how about an episode on death and dying? And Tiffany was immediately like, no, that's terrible. It's a terrible title. It's a terrible.
You're not
theme.
one to go dark though. That's why I feel.
I guess I always think about, oh, this like, or you know, when you meet someone in the community, you're like, oh, they're for sure going to heaven. I don't have this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly talk about our backgrounds of religion. Okay, like I
Okay.
grew up Catholic, pretty like Catholic all the way through, heaven, hell, all the things. But as I got older and had kids, my kids are baptized, but they didn't do any of the other steps, nor will I ever encourage them to. I don't really care about religion. I don't think it's a real thing. I
But you
think
believe in God.
I believe in God. I believe in some kind of spiritual something. I believe in being a good person. I believe in afterlife and like rebirth and all the things. And I think we've both read this book, Don't Say Barf. What's the book
Nerds.
that we both love?
I can't
Reading.
remember now. You knew you were going to ask me that question.
I'm forgetting. the name.
Master of all.
Many
lives.
lives, many masters.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
book written by a psychiatrist. So he went to medical school.
You know how I feel about psychiatrists.
Anyway, it's a great philosophy, but this is my end game of what if you are lucky enough and you're a good enough person, you make it to like, you know, the afterlife, you get to like maybe look down on your loved ones and maybe insert a hand. There's a car accident about to happen. Maybe you can
Like Patrick Swayze.
use your grace to like save
Straight up
a loved one.
ghost.
Like maybe a little something like that. But all these people that have these near death experiences, they all have a similar story. I find that interesting.
Right.
They're not like for centuries, these stories have been going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe there is some truth to it. It's a hard thing to prove, but
Mhm.
anyway, I find it fascinating. So
It is fascinating.
that's kind of what I was thinking of with the episode Death and Dying. What do you guys think?
Well, I grew up straight up. I don't know what you call it.
Christian.
Hardcore.
It was like Pentecostal / Baptist.
Were there
Don't mess with me.
snakes? Were there snakes?
Well, we didn't have snakes, but
Brimstone and fire?
I don't.
I
know.
wanted snakes. I
But
don't
you know, people would talk in tongues, and
Ooh.
I grew up believing, and I was very old until I kind of figured out I'm not sure if this is real, but like if you said the word shit,
Mhm.
okay, I would go to hell. I had to beg for forgiveness,
How do you know you're not?
get into heaven. I don't know. But here's the thing. If there's a God that is going to send me to an eternal burning hell for saying a bad word, and who deems these words bad anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're words. They're letters
Made up.
put together.
Yeah.
right? Um, that's not a cool God,
Mm.
right? I mean,
That's the problem I have with religion in general. Anything that's
Right.
extreme.
I
is
believe
too much.
in a God. I believe in like angels. I believe in an afterlife, and maybe it's just because it gives me hope. But I also believe I'm never going to die.
I also believe in
So-
haunting.
I love that.
Oh, it would be fun to
Yeah.
haunt. Then
Yeah.
you could play
Oh,
your
I'm-
pranks, but haunting.
I threaten haunting
Yeah.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I threaten often.
What was your
I was raised Catholic. I went to church every Sunday.
By
I
the
went
way,
to,
let me interrupt you here real quick.
Yeah.
Mine was so strict. I was told that if you were Catholic, you were going to hell.
See, that's like an extremism that I just can't. This is why I don't want my kids to. And people give me a lot of shit like, well, you got to raise them with something. I'm like, no, I don't. I'll
No,
just
you-
raise them to be good
Raising
people.
good people.
And
yeah.
they, if they
Non-shit
decide to be
apples.
Jewish or Muslim or Christian, whatever they decide, that's their choice.
I was raised Catholic. I went to church on Sundays. I went to religious education every week.
Oh yeah, I went to Christian school too.
I didn't go to Christian school, but I was raised with Catholics that were like, in my opinion, what they should be. Like, it was a very loving, non-judgmental, wasn't like scare tactics, like you're going to hell. Like,
Same.
it wasn't like that.
Same.
It was loving
Is
and
there I thought Catholics were kind of cool. Like you did what you wanted during the
No,
week
it's
and you got
strict.
forgiven on Sunday.
It depends
strict.
on. I think. I mean, my parents were very like flex Catholics, and
Yeah.
like we did all the steps, but Christmas wasn't like, oh, it's Jesus's birthday. We were like, yay,
Right.
presents.
oh no, I
we
was
went
different.
to church, but
Yeah.
like it wasn't strict.
Yeah. I am very spiritual as a human being. I believe in God. I believe in an afterlife. I believe in all those angels, all that stuff.
Do you believe in a specific religion, like that a certain religion?
I
is
don't
more-
identify with Catholic that much, but I think I have a little more connection than the two of you.
Stephanie just said she was a Jehovah Witness.
Whoa, we need to.
Did
circle
you
back
know
to-
Prince?
Did
Because
you
there's
know
only
Prince?
a few of you
He's
guys
your flagship.
that get to go into heaven. So I figured you all met.
That one's rough. That one is rough.
You didn't get a birthday, Christmas.
We're both parents, and okay.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. We're
Okay,
gonna
you
start-
win.
That's a whole separate episode.
She wins. Stephanie wins.
Okay, wait. Finish what you.
I'm sorry.
think
No, it's
before.
fine.
I was shocked.
Yeah, we just learned something new about Stephanie. So
I
that's
have a
pretty cool.
hall down the street from my house. That's what they call it, right? The hall. Yeah, but
Oh, wow.
the in crowd that know the 172,000, if you know you're part of that, you get to call it the hall.
Oh wow.
I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Go on.
No,
Sorry.
I have not. I have. That's it. I'm.
Well, what's your view on like you said you believe in angels, afterlife, all the things?
I think I'm more spiritually, I don't want to say more, but I would say,
Excuse
first of all, I love religion. I love learning about different religions.
Well,
Like the
I find it very
rules of religion
interesting.
or like the traditions, because I love the traditions, the normal, like not the I don't want to say normal, but the like
the core things of all
like
religions.
the
Like,
things that symbolize things that bring happiness, or like, oh, we celebrate this because it was like a time of a hardship for our people. We like
Yeah.
acknowledge it.
I love that.
I love that, but I don't
I love
want
traditions.
it to be like stressful or like
you're bad.
yeah,
bad, you're good.
I feel nervous going to bed because I lied today, and not because like God is judging me, and
Yeah.
not like I just need to apologize to the person I lied to.
I mean, I would say I'm more spiritual.
You're spiritual, but I feel like like
I feel like I have a stronger tie to, I think I more relate to like Christianity more than straight up Catholic, but I do kind of still believe a lot of that stuff. Like, not believe, but kind of follow it.
you said at one point you were going to convert to Judaism because you really loved
I
some of
did
the message
when I was like 18.
yeah.
I loved it. I grew up with a lot of Jewish people, so I just thought
Like
the religion,
friends,
yeah,
neighbors?
friends, lots of friends.
You know, I grew up in California. I didn't know any Jewish people till I moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
Kind of me
didn't.
too. I went to Catholic school. Even my college was Catholic, not because my parents were so seriously Catholic, but it just worked out that way. And I didn't, it was really like my son's friends. Like, I'm like, I've
Yeah,
really
Layla's
never
friends,
been around or celebrated some of the Jewish traditions,
Bill's
and they're lovely.
attorneys.
And I got to say, the people who have like introduced us to it has
Lovely,
been so
yeah.
lovely
Yeah.
Yeah.
that, yeah, it makes me like appreciate the traditions. So.
I just really like, I didn't have a bad experience growing up as a
Same.
Catholic.
Same.
And I think it shaped me to who I am today. And it kind of gave me
same with me.
the strength and
extremism.
the idea, like the things that I've gone through in my life, the hardships, I never felt alone or fearful because I always knew that there was a higher power guiding me and kind of in control. And I gave up. I didn't always feel like I had to control things. I kind of just knew that something was bigger than me and there was reasons why these things were happening and that they would eventually, the answers would come. But I think a lot of people today don't really have that. They don't have that guidance or whatever. Because religion's like not as big as I think it was like in the 50s
I
or
don't know.
60s or
Listen, we
70s
live
or
in a
80s.
bubble.
No, hold on. Okay, but it's interesting. You don't raise your children with any religion. You don't raise your in either.
Well, all my kids are baptized Catholic.
Okay, but
all
is
of
that the
them.
last step?
That's the last step for all of them because I don't go to Catholic church.
Yeah.
Now, have I gone to Christian church and I kind of do this? Like sometimes I go, sometimes I don't go. I haven't been in like over a year or two.
Oh,
so
recent.
Better beg for forgiveness.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think like that, but
That's how I would.
yeah, I don't think like that. But
It really plays such a.
I am incredibly spiritual.
Yes.
Very
and
much.
I know you and I have talked about it because of that book, Many Lives, Many Masters. You
Mhm.
believe in like an afterlife. If you don't pass the test, it's
mhm.
kind of like a purgatory situation.
Yeah.
You get to retry.
Yeah.
Or you have to retry to make
There's
it.
lessons. Yeah.
There's lessons.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why there's deja vu, you think?
I mean, I think all of
possible.
it. I used to even wonder if like schizophrenic people, I don't know, because I studied psychology, so I was.
That's why she's crazy.
So you're a
It all makes
psychologist
sense.
and a police officer.
So I studied that in college, but it's not like you get a degree. You can't do anything with that degree. But anyway, it was just very interesting to me. And I think at
You think
one
they're
point,
stuck in two?
no, I used to think like, what if, because I worked in downtown San Diego, so there would be schizophrenic people just crossing the street with you. And
Oh, yeah.
I was never like fearful of them because
I have 2 uncles that are schizophrenic.
yeah. And okay, I want to hear about that. But I always felt like what if they're saying, like maybe they know something I don't know?
Yeah.
Like, am I in the Matrix and they hopped out? I don't know. I don't know. Or I don't know. Are there any people with mental health issues that maybe know stuff that we don't know? I don't know. It fascinates me.
No.
You're
No.
saying that so certainly. Don't
Well,
burst my bubble.
I don't know. I have a lot of experience with schizophrenia.
Yeah,
A lot.
and I'm not trying to diminish mental
No,
health
no,
because I
no.
think it's very real and obviously
Yeah.
medication is very
But
necessary.
I think there are some people that are connected and like they have like that sixth sense for
Yeah,
sure.
Like what about like psychics and people
Yeah.
that
Oh, I
crime
believe that.
scenes use like certain
Absolutely.
thing. I don't know. It's fascinating.
One day we might do a psychic episode.
Oh, we are. That one day is a coming.
Yeah.
I will
One
post
day,
it
kids.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so then segue, what about your funeral? I'd like to know how you'd like that to go
Listen,
down.
Miss Death and Dying, gotta tell.
Yeah,
us.
let's go.
Well, I mean, I've seen all these like funny reels on the kind of the reason that what made me think of this whole episode topic was I don't know if you guys have seen that reel. I'm sure I've spammed you with it and sent it to you. Although, have you noticed my sending of reels is crazy low?
Yeah,
I don't
because
even
you're
have time.
busy.
We don't
You're a
even have
little
time.
busy.
I literally
We're
haven't.
so busy.
I mean, I think people might think I'm dead. Like, they
No.
don't know. Well, I guess because
I appreciate it though, because I can just enjoy like 1 or 2 as opposed to 30 a night.
I usually.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I can
once
actually
I get
take
into
in-
the reels, I go deep. I'm like, oh,
I know.
this is an all-nighter, baby.
Well, and I find that sometimes I get on such a good.
Yeah.
Instagram has such a good algorithm.
I think Instagram is so much better than the TikTok reels. Sorry, Grandma
No.
talking here.
TikTok
I
has
really
more
do.
fresh new reels. and
Well,
they're
I'll
better-
wait.
but
I'm
they're-
okay waiting for the old reels
Okay,
because
but
they're funnier.
Their algorithm isn't as good as Instagram.
It's different.
Exactly.
You guys,
That's
it's
what I think we're
different.
agreeing.
Yeah.
It's
we're-
different.
We're agreeing.
Yes, Tiffany. Anyway,
It's
so
different.
I just
Not
feel
better.
like I used to always see these reels about like at my funeral, I want like my husband to. Well, I just assume I'm going to die first. Or whoever's in my.
You assume you're living a long
Not.
time.
Sorry, Raj.
I don't know.
hope not.
By the way,
knock on
you
wood.
have
I
a
hope-
healthy digestive tract.
Oh, is that what's going to happen?
That is
How's
what
a
keeps
Raj's
you alive.
digestive
You've seen
tract?
my driving. I could go any day, people.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's not a.
You're
Okay,
Those
we
are
got to get her off the
Those are
road.
facts. Those are
She is a national treasure, people. We got to get her off the road.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you never.
We got to
know
keep
how
her
these
alive.
things- But if I go first, I always think I want him to hide like a cell phone or like to keep my cell phone and just randomly text people or be like, hey, I
Thanks
don't
for
know,
coming to my funeral.
Thanks for coming.
Hence
like,
the pranks.
still-
They will
Yeah.
continue
Yeah.
after she's long gone.
still send reels from my account every now and then. And then you'll be like, there.
Oh my
it's a
God.
sign. It's a
That
We'll
sign.
have a
is so
conspiracy
weird.
theory going. Like, we think Diana's like on an island,
With
like
Tupac.
living
Yeah,
her
you
life.
said that with Tupac.
She's on an island enjoying herself, like, but she's not actually dead.
Actually, that'd be a great vacation. I haven't had one in a long time. I think I might just tap out.
Okay, Croatia.
I might tap
I
out.
mean, a real vacation where your kids aren't complaining the whole
Yeah, that's
Oh,
called a trip.
that's called never.
Yeah.
That's called without kids trip.
Yes. And I also want some random people to show up in, mobster looking suits and being
Oh.
like, okay, here's the stuff.
Let's
that Diana-
hire some questionable
Yeah,
characters.
just
okay.
I want to
Take notes, Shelley. Take
Or
notes.
they could come in and take pictures and say, "Yeah, boss, she's really dead."
We got her.
She's in charge. She's in charge.
I'm
Rush
the
the
event
fire.
planner for Diana's funeral.
Oh my God.
And I want a
It's
party.
going
I
to
want
be an event.
Don't
Yeah.
cry. I
Don't
want it
cry?
to be a party. With
Oh, I'm going to
90s
be
hip-hop.
sobbing and
No,
I'll be
laughing.
crying.
Sobbing,
Yeah.
laughing.
Also, I'm going to be I'm working on a diary filled with all kinds of nonsense I want to be discovered later after my death.
Okay. Maybe a couple truths in there, a couple lies.
Yeah. You never know
Her
what this
confessional,
crazy
really?
mind could come up with.
Her confessional.
Do you want
Where the
Raj
bodies are buried?
to get married again?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's
what?
not
F
because
that.
so I know I
F
will be
that.
the love of his life, but no I'm kidding.
F
But
that.
I feel like for my kids, he'll be like, what?
No,
What
your
do you
kids
give me
will.
for
No,
lunch?
we'll
You're
take
not
care of
dying
your
next
kids.
year. You're going to
know.
live till they're adults.
Okay, yeah. I don't
Then
care
you're
if he-
allowed to die.
I don't
Well, you're
care if he
not,
gets
but
married. But yeah, I don't care if he gets married.
But what if she throws away all your stuff?
I don't care. I don't care about my stuff. I
I
don't have
hate
any.
her.
Okay.
I
well,
hate her.
I hate her, Raj's
She's
new
not
wife.
allowed to be.
What if she's better? What if she?
She-
is-
impossible.
What if her name
Impossible.
starts with D and she's the deli?
Oh my God! I
deli
hope
2.0?
she.
I hate her.
Raj, please marry somebody named like Delilah or something.
I hate her. I hate her guts.
I do
That
too.
was a test. You failed. You're my number.
Ah, you pushed me into that. I said I hated her first. I hate Delilah.
I am not a jealous human being, but if I die tomorrow, Bo has to also die lonely and miserable and sad. He is never allowed to marry anybody.
No, the
I'm
kids-
not a jealous person.
No, the
Same.
kids. Listen,
But
you
no.
they could get a step monster. Hello, that's real, folks.
Okay, it's real, but also
No.
Arash, like being married to Arash is like, joke's on you, lady. Just kidding. He's lovely. He's lovely.
He is. Though.
He is
I do
sweet.
love him. I do. I feel like
She
very
goes,
well.
I do like him. I do.
I mean, I love him because I love him, but I do actually like him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's good.
fun.
Well, I want Bo to be alone. Is that selfish and mean and cruel?
No.
Yes.
No,
No.
I don't think of it like, oh, I want Arash to have a companion so he's happy. I don't really care about that. That's his
It's for
problem.
your kids.
He's responsible for his happiness. It's for my kids. I want them to have someone to like.
No,
Make sure
your
they get-
kids will have Tiffany and Shelly.
Ugh.
Okay.
They don't need a stepmom. We're their new stepmom, but
Yeah.
Who's
no
gonna
one's
make them
marrying a
healthy
rock.
food every night.
Well,
Who's
not
gonna pack
me.
their lunch?
By the way,
I'm gonna
they're
get them
gonna be
Costco
adults.
pizza, and they're going to be just fine.
Okay,
They
let's-
might have kids of their own. They're gonna
yeah,
be old when you
What
die.
happens if it happens tomorrow? Who's going to make
They're
lunches?
gonna be in their
Not enough?
60s, 70s when you die.
I hope so.
Okay, listen. If you
Yeah.
die tomorrow, I'll
So
go to
this is
Trader
so
Joe's
morbid.
and get bullshit and feed it to your kids. Okay?
We'll make those weird things you make
yeah,
from
I'll
Trader
heat up the
Joe's.
bacon. I'll put it in.
Okay.
Yes.
I trust you.
Okay.
I'll heat
I'll
up the bacon.
I'll get the
Send us all your
gross,
recipes.
The non-Slim Jims, those yucky chompies,
They're
chomps.
delicious.
Yeah, and we'll send them on their way. But I am
They're
going to
going
sneak
to be
them
full-grown
some
humans.
candy every day.
No, not candy. A homemade baked good.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord have
Okay.
mercy.
Okay.
These
Well, how do you
people are
guys
gonna be
imagine?
adults.
Imagine what?
Just put like if you died.
Like, what's Camo and Bill gonna do?
Okay.
Layla's gonna be fine.
Okay, Bill's not allowed to get married because I have had a step mother.
Monster-in-law.
Well, that too. I got a monster-in-law and a step monster. So,
Oh,
my mother's husband is,
Wonderful.
wonderful. Yes.
okay.
I can speak to this.
Yes,
I've
you
met him.
can.
I know. I need to meet them.
Yes,
He's
you will.
lovely.
Let's all go to Prescott and
Yeah.
have a party. and
You
stuff.
love it.
You have to drive us up there in that Gucci Cadillac. Anyway, I.
Oh, you don't want my Suburban? What the
I have a
hell?
Suburban too.
You don't want
What the
my
hell?
Palisades? Too risky on the road?
I just had a great time.
You
with
don't
that
want my
vaccine, I'm
Suburban
not gonna
with
lie.
French fries from months ago still on the floor? You don't want that?
I'll bet you. Listen, so Stephanie gave us drinks on the way to line dancing.
Don't tell them.
No, I mean, but mine was virgin. But anyway, so we left them in. She goes, no, I'll pick them up. You guys, for real, if you were in my car, those drinks would still be there. But I'll bet you they were gone the
Oh,
second.
that moment, she
Before she
carried them
even
in.
pressed park, she was like, anyway.
I mean, to be
Back
fair, I
to-
do that too, but there's still so much shit
Yeah,
left.
no,
You do
I
have
have
4 kids
two
in that car
arms. I have
every
2
day.
arms.
But I don't want Bill to get married. I just want you guys to all take care of my son and my daughter.
100%.
done.
That's it.
Done.
Okay, how about
Mine's
you?
easy. It's not funny. Bill knows better. And
Bill knows
all
better.
women are bitches that aren't in this
So
room.
is he
and
allowed
a few
to
extra.
have sexual relations with another woman?
Who cares? She's dead. You're dead.
like going
No,
out to
I'm
a bar?
gonna haunt my husband.
Like if
and
Bo,
make sure.
Like if Bo takes him to Handlebar Jay's.
I'm gonna make sure.
And he finds one of them
Cougs.
cowgirls.
Yeah. No.
I don't care, but I just
But
don't.
they can't. It can't be love.
But
No
they
kissing on
can't
the mouth.
They can't, you cannot bring other women around my children in a motherly manner because I'm telling you, I feel like 9 times out of 10 it backfires.
Okay. Can he marry anybody?
No.
Oh, so it's just for
But they'll try to take his
pleasure. I'm like
money.
trying to find the right verbiage here.
Don't be gross.
So don't be gross. Okay, don't be gross.
Don't be talking like that. But no, I mean, I don't know. I don't want him to be alone either.
Yeah.
Maybe he could just have go to church and have a
gal
men's
pal.
Bible study or something and have
I was gonna
man
say
pals.
something really bad, but
So you're
man
suggesting
pals.
a gal pal.
I don't know. You guys just
I'll handle that
just
when you're
hang out
dead.
with
I'll
them.
make sure he's staying in line.
All right.
make sure. Oh, sorry. Make sure I'm drinking my Diet Coke. Making sure.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, yeah, Diet Coke, call us. Make sure that he stays on keto, though.
Okay.
Okay.
This is what I want to know. Are you, if Bill goes first, are you remarrying? And if Bo goes first, are you remarrying?
Probably not.
I'll tell you 100% a no.
Yeah, I'm
Solid
gonna
no.
say a no.
Yeah, I don't want to know what you want for dinner. I don't want to have to be, what's the word? Like, compromise on going to Mexican versus sushi. I just want to pick what I want. I don't give a fuck what you want.
Can't you do
that's
that
why
anyway?
I mean, Arash is very flexible, but sometimes I'm like trying to be a nice
Well,
person.
yeah,
I'm
you have
like,
to be
"Oh, what do
nice. You have to
want?"
compromise.
I
No,
don't even
Shelly's
wanna
like, I
ask.
don't compromise.
even
That's
wanna
not in my
ask. We go
We
vocabulary.
go where I want to go.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because Bill is very
Very.
He
close.
is incredibly flex.
But I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't know if I
would I remarry? No, absolutely not.
not
Why?
interested. 100%.
Why would I remarry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
No.
And I wouldn't. I don't think I would either. No.
Yeah, I can say with 100% certainty, never. So
Unless
that's
it's
how I-
like Brad Pitt or Thor.
nope.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or Harry Styles.
why do we need to marry?
Yeah, we don't.
Can't we just?
Well, they're rich, number one. And number two, they're
you got that
hot.
life insurance policy, girl.
And number
you good?
three, because
Because
they're hot.
Okay. Okay. So, but you
But
can
no,
marry,
yeah.
but Bill can't marry.
Absolutely. Because I'm not going to bring
It's a double standard.
Let me just tell you
and we
something.
stand
I
by
will
it.
Stab that person in their neck.
Why?
We will. I will haunt.
No, my point is if Thor treats my children badly when I marry him,
But Bill's not going to allow that.
no, I'm talking about if I remarry,
Oh,
You would divorce him.
I would stab him in the neck and then.
Whereas,
hide his
what
body.
you think Bill wouldn't?
Maybe not.
Yeah, men are a little more
Men are
swayed by
different.
a woman. They'd be like, oh, but she puts out,
My
so I'm going to deal
dad
with it.
is a 6'5", tough ass Italian man that owned a trucking company, a sand and gravel
That's
plant.
a tall Italian.
It is a tall Italian.
is.
People were, I had I used to hang out with like people in high school, like the football players. They were afraid to come to my house, even though my dad never did anything. He was very intimidating. And my dad was a very scary guy growing up. This man is like a puppy.
That's true. Yeah, that's a great
A puppy.
point.
And I'm like, what happened?
Mm.
What happened to you?
The
you know.
testosterone dropped eventually.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
But you also
needs to get
weren't
his
in the
levels
house.
checked.
Were you still in the house when
Yes.
you were?
I was a teenager.
okay.
When
I
he
don't-
remarried?
Well, no, when they finally remarried, I was like 21 or something.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was like later.
No,
Yeah,
Okay.
I
they've
thought
been
so, too.
together a very long time,
Hmm.
and she's never treated me kindly.
Mm.
Never. And she has everyone in the whole world convinced that she's the victim.
Well, their loss.
But
Exactly.
absolutely. Well, my dad makes a little bit of an effort, and I appreciate that. And
That's nice.
yeah,
And
but
do you reciprocate that effort?
yeah, but I mean, my family's great.
Yeah.
My family is.
Yeah. You have some good peeps.
Yep.
And kind of nice that they moved a little closer. Nice for the kids. Nice for
Hella
you
nice.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. What else we got? What else we want to talk about? Well, what do you guys want at your funeral?
I really have not thought about my funeral, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to think. I definitely want people to be sad.
You selfish whore.
I definitely want to be watching and like everyone like having their moments of,
Yeah.
wow, she was really great. I miss her. Yes. I want all the fake stuff that like people say it like nice things about people, like instead of being like, she was a real bitch. I'm glad she's gone. Because that's probably what they'll really think. But no, I think I want like a party too, but I want some mourning.
After the crime.
I want some mourning. What do I want at my party? I don't know. Do I
What
want
kind of food we talking? What's your favorite?
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. I've never thought about this.
No, nothing about it.
I need to give it some thought. I'm not
taco
as
guy. I want a
morbid as
taco
you.
guy.
Oh, you want a taco cart?
With
Yeah,
that
taco
taco cart.
Do you want a miniature donkey?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I
'Cause I
want a
got
miniature
one.
cow like
I got one.
Stephanie.
I do. I want.
Oh,
I
yeah, you
wanted
do
to-
have a miniature
If
donkey.
you could replicate a circus, yeah, that would be amazing.
All right. Who's paying for this? Do you have something set away for this?
You guys.
We're gonna
Start
We'll start a
a
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Shelley, you?
I'm never dying.
Oh well.
I am a
let's get like
vampire.
that.
Are you a biohacker or a vampire? Which one?
What's a biohacker?
Oh yeah, I would
People
say
that
maybe a
wanna
little
live-
biohacking. Mhm.
People that
What?
are
You know
trying to
what
live
it
to
I
forever.
literally don't know what a biohacker is. I didn't know what raw dog was. I
Oops.
didn't know what
GTS that.
GTS that was.
We had
I
a
went to
GTS
Christian
that
school.
to explain raw dogging to her. So
Well,
Yeah.
after I said it to a bunch of children.
yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
But well, there's a comedy channel called Rod. Anyway,
Well, I personally
I don't. What is
biohacking is people who
Shortcuts into longevity.
yes, thank you.
Okay.
Beautiful. So I think she's
Can't
a
let you
vampire. I
Google
think
it.
she's a vampire.
Yeah,
She
her
doesn't like
and
the
Stephanie.
sun.
Her
what's it
and
called?
Stephanie.
Biohacking.
What's their couple name?
Shelley.
Stephanie.
Shiffany.
Shelfany. Shelfany.
It's not as good as Deli.
So are you guys going to heaven or hell?
What's it called? Bio.
I might either come back again for another try or fingers crossed heaven.
I kind of feel like Diana's a young soul. Like
Yeah.
she's
Oh, very
she's in her
much.
first couple lives.
I feel like I have definitely been here once before, but maybe not more than that. But
She has such a youthful way about her.
Yeah.
Everything is exciting and new to her, and
Yeah.
she just wants to
that's
have the
true.
most fun. I mean, hence the pranks and
That's my motto in life.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was in college, people would be like, it's like your first time out. I'm like, no, I've had a fake ID for years. Like, like every time it's exciting.
honestly, I wish I was like that. I'm just not. I think I might be on one of my last, maybe one or two lives left.
You're a pretty
Maybe
good person.
last.
You're a good person. You don't only take care of all of your children and your husband. You take care of both your parents, your mother-in-law. You're a good person. And can you tell
I'm
the story
okay.
about your?
I'm also evil, so there is like a push and pull.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll be the judge of that when I'm dead and I'm haunted. I'll decide if I haunt you. Or not.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I want
Definitely
you to tell
haunting.
the story of your mother-in-law.
Oh, no, there's not really a story, but
Oh.
when we were talking about death and dying, we were talking about have you ever saved someone's life? And I was like, I guess I mean, family always says like, "Oh, you saved your mother-in-law's life." And I'm like, I don't really look at it that way, but basically it was early 2000s. We had family in town. We were having a barbecue, Bo and I at our house, and we had a big group of people over and they were all in the backyard barbecuing and hanging out. And my mother-in-law came over after work and she walks in and I could just tell something was off. And she said, I have a headache. I have a really bad headache. I've had it all day. And this was back like, when you had dial-up internet, or I think I had a Nokia like flip phone. So you couldn't get on the internet on your phone.
Okay.
You were texting with,
Yeah, you had a BlackBerry.
I didn't even have that.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even at that level. But so I as the night progressed, like literally it was like probably 45 minutes later, she starts moaning about her head. She's like, ow. She's like, ow, my head hurts really bad. She's sitting on the couch. And it just, like, something about it just rubbed me. Like, I just knew something was wrong. And I dialed up the internet and got on WebMD and typed in the symptoms she was describing and what I was witnessing. And it popped up brain aneurysm. Because, WebMD goes to like, you're dying.
Yeah,
Like,
for
it
sure.
kind of tells you the most extreme thing. And but I was like, I think she's having a brain aneurysm. I've never experienced this before, but I think that's what's happening. And I went back in the backyard and I was like, Bo, I think your mom's having some issues and I don't want to alarm you, but I Googled it and I went on,
Alarm you?
I don't even know if you could Google back then. I don't know what the hell I did, but I was like, I think she's having a aneurysm. I'm going to call 911. And everyone's like, really? Whoa, like slow your roll. Like that seems extreme.
It's like big. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm calling 911. And of course, if you're the person that's being sick, you don't want to draw
Yeah.
attention.
Right.
It's like embarrassing. And so I was like, Cindy, I'm gonna call 911 now. I'm a little concerned because she starts moaning more, like, and I can tell something's wrong.
Yeah.
And
And you're a mother at this point, so like right? Like maybe
Yeah.
had you been a teenager, you'd been
yeah, yeah, I knew something was wrong. So that's another thing is like listen to the voice, your sixth sense,
instincts, yeah.
your instinct. So I
And
told her,
who cares if it's wrong?
well, like
better
cares?
safe than sorry.
an
Better safe
ambulance
than
ride
sorry.
ain't cheap. So I was, they were probably like, she was like, no, I'm fine, and it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna sit here on the couch. I'm like, no, I'm gonna like not listen to you, and I'm gonna call 911. So I call as I'm on the phone with the 911. She starts to have a seizure on the couch, and some other things start to transpire. And Bo walks in. Everyone's in the backyard, like nobody's in the house, and he starts telling everybody to leave. Ambulance shows up. She had a brain aneurysm. So
So you saved her life.
I don't know if I did or didn't, but I think had
100
we not had that barbecue and had she gone home and gone to bed, she may have not
Right.
been
Or
here
had
the
you
next
not
day.
had you not
I
called
think it would-
911 as quickly, she
Yeah.
wouldn't have gotten.
Just a
Yeah.
drop of blood in your brain where it's not supposed to can kill you. So
Yeah.
it's very
You
you have
saved
to
her
act
life.
quickly. You have to act
I
quickly.
agree.
Yeah, we voted. You saved her life.
Yeah.
End of story.
End of story.
Yeah, well,
You're done.
anyways.
But I mean,
Well, Shelley, have you
that's
ever
a
saved
really
anyone's life?
kind of. It was when I lived in California. There's this car, like it was a four-way stoplight, and I was with my friend, and this car was like veering into the middle of traffic or whatever, and like cars were stopped, and we didn't know what was going on. It was like going really slow or whatever, and I pulled over to the side, and I ran out with other people, and it was a very, very large man, and he had a very, very large neck, and he was you could see
Like
the
in
lip-
the driver's seat?
yeah,
Okay.
and he like looked like he had vomited or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he was blocking up his air, and he looked like he was
Ooh.
turning blue. And all I did was just really, like like when you're in surgery, they like prop your jawline up
Uh-huh,
No,
to
I
get the
don't. No, I don't.
airflow.
to get the more airflow, and I just
Yeah.
did that until the ambulance came.
Okay, you
they-
saved his life.
Yeah.
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 Oh, all right. Well,
I'm a
also-
hero. Not all heroes wear capes; they wear Diet Coke sweatshirts.
I've never.
I'll take the praise, Tiffany.
I love it.
I hope he's rich and reaches out to me.
Who?
The guy
Like he's not gonna remember you, is he?
I know. I got
But
my
even
car and left.
But even if he had passed, at least he wasn't alone. He was with somebody that was trying to care for him, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I never saved a life, but my life got saved when I was a little kid. I was probably 5 or 6, and I was sitting at a dinner table with my grandmother. So there's 6 girls, but 5 from my mom and dad. So I'm number 5, and sister 1, who is 11 years older than me, sister 4, who's just a few years older than me and my grandma sitting around eating dinner, and we were having steak. And my sister she was to my left, was telling a story or whatever. I was laughing and we were eating steak. So I'm chewing, and I swallow. And the steak gets lodged in my throat and I can't breathe. So now I'm tugging on my sister's sweatshirt. I'm like, and she's
Yeah.
like, stop it, Diana, stop it, swatting me away. And then
Oh.
she turns and looks and sees my face is purple. And I don't know, her instincts kicked in. She whipped me around, pumped my stomach, Heimlich maneuvered me. A steak flew across the room.
Wow, like
and
the
she fucking
movies,
saved my life.
like
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. She is
Okay.
a doctor, but she wasn't at that point. She must have been like 16.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
15, 16 years
Wow.
old.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you were how old? Like a little
5 or
kid?
6. Yeah, because
Oh,
she's
wow.
11 years older. So yeah.
You were little.
I was
Yeah.
little. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. No parent was there. There's like my grandmother. She wouldn't have known to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, you can also in those times, not that you're thinking about
Bang your stomach again.
it, or like, yeah,
Yeah.
lean
As an
against a
adult,
chair.
I think I might think that.
Right, but as a 5-year-old,
Yeah.
no
Oh, you have
way.
no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Really?
Very clearly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
That's
what was like,
scary.
you were just panicked. You couldn't breathe.
I
There was no
panicked,
air.
and I still feel
Was
like
it pain
sometimes
or?
it was just like, imagine holding your breath. Like, do you ever get that
For too
feeling like
long.
when you're sleeping, even sometimes I like tuck my chin
Yes,
and I
I
feel like
do.
I can't breathe.
Okay.
That is like,
I do, yeah.
you know how her biggest fear
was,
is
like,
a
trauma.
school shooter
Yeah.
or a mass shooting. Mine is not being able to breathe. So I
Okay.
don't know
Yeah.
if in a past life I died of drowning. Like I will never scuba dive. Never.
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 N-
I don't
I'm
think I
with
would
you
either.
I
there.
don't want my air supply dependent on anyone but me.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Or hospital functioning equipment, like if that's the only choice.
You know what? I know we didn't go to this, but there is a funny story. I'm also I'm afraid of everything. Let's just put that out there. But when I had babies, and I was never around babies until I had my own babies.
Right.
Right?
Because we're only children.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
We are. You
Yeah.
and I are. So anyway, I was always afraid of my kids choking. So when I went back to work, I took Cameron to like an infant care type of place, and I would, even when he became like, I don't know, when
was
did they
5.
start eating? Like, I don't know, 9 months or whatever, they eat little bits of food. I would not let him. I would not let them give him any food or anything like that.
Really?
And,
Never said steak and potatoes. It's a smoothie.
but
So he would just sit and watch the other kids eat.
yes,
He's like,
but listen to this. They were like, one day,
he's hungry.
they were
Can
like,
we feed him?
we really think that you should think about moving him to a little bit of solid foods, because he crawls underneath the other little kids' high chairs and eats the food that they drop on the floor.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I'm so scared of my kids choking.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always was. So
Wow.
I'm that's one of my big fears too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about it.
I'm scared. Like, what if Cameron?
The
What
head.
if Cameron or anybody chokes at school? Will
Who's
they know
there?
what to do? Because you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
When you're choking.
Because there's no noise, right?
Right,
It's like
there's
drowning. Like you think there's
they're
going to be.
flailing about.
It's silent.
Right, it is.
It's silent.
It is. It's scary. So I don't know. I always create the worst scenarios in my head.
Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I have
but
intrusive
do.
thoughts.
Yeah.
But
And I have to be like, stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I need. Okay, let's think about Nordstrom.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this was heavy. Okay.
No, it was heavy. It was
So-
heavy. It was
Okay.
like-
So speaking of death, Shelley had you know what I hate, because you were
Yeah.
like concerned about
Oh, yeah.
something that you witnessed.
Okay. So you know what I hate?
What, Shelley? What?
She's checking her watch, people.
No,
Oh,
this
she
is a
was.
bracelet. I'm checking time.
She loves jewelry and watches.
I do. When becomes summer in Arizona, but anywhere, and you think it's cool to leave your dog
Mm.
in the car with the windows rolled down just a little bit. I was in a parking lot the other day, and I parked, and I was going to go in the store, and I was just returning texts, and I looked up and I saw a car parked in front of me, and there's a little dog running around in the car. And it was today is nice and chilly, but it was
Yeah.
like a week ago,
It was so
like
hot.
93, 94 degrees.
Yeah, it was.
And I didn't think anything of it, right? And I'm returning my text, and I'm getting ready to get out of the car, and I go, oh my God, it's 93 degrees outside.
Yeah.
That dog has got to be hot as shit. Please, dear God, let that car be on.
Oh my gosh, I would park my car outside my house
Mhm.
and go in an hour later. I mean, my car is hot as hell.
hot.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I
Like what?
immediately wrote a letter. I was like,
Like a note.
I wrote a letter. It said, yeah, no,
letter.
whatever.
Dear so
And then I
and so.
snail mailed it, because I love snail mail. And I wrote a note that said, don't leave your dog in your car in 93-degree weather, you effing idiot. And I got out just in case. I had it, I could have balled it up, but I walked over to the car, and I hear this noise. It's going, it's like
What
your
kind of dog is it?
your dog. What's
A
your
French
dog,
bulldog?
Stephanie? French bulldog. and
They can't
I
breathe.
can't find.
Yeah, they can't breathe.
And
Well,
I
they have the
can't find
tiniest
it in the car.
Yeah.
And I look, and then I'm looking for this noise, and it's him or her on the floor of the car, like struggling to breathe in this heat because the car is not on, and it is a rust-colored Nissan Rogue. I'm telling you right
She's
now,
coming for you.
I am
If
coming
you
for you.
see
If I
a
ever see that car
rust-colored
again,
Nissan
and
Rogue
she has
driving with a
bunch
French
of dumb
bulldog,
stickers on the back of her car, so you know she's a dumb bitch.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna. I'm
I
serious.
love
I'm mad. I was
like
gonna.
how I wanted to do a TikTok that had a bad word. You guys are like, oh, it's too much.
Well, that was a lot of bad words. That was a lot.
Okay, anyways.
Okay, but I was gonna break the window, and then I thought, okay, Shelly, because she could call the cops on me, and I've seen where it doesn't work out in my behalf. Although I wouldn't care, but I was like, okay, maybe I'll go tell the Walmart people first because it was at Walmart. But I did put the note on the car before I
Window.
went,
Mhm.
and then I walked. So she had a picture of her kid on the back of the car. I don't know, one of
Like
those.
a student.
I
like
also
my
feel like
student
that's
stupid
not a
like
good
me
idea.
type of sticker, right?
Why would you put a picture of your kid on the back
Yeah.
of your car?
I don't know, but it was a kid, and I walked by. I was walking to the front. I was kind of hurrying, and I saw a lady and a little kid
Yeah, that
And you're
looked
like,
like
I
the picture.
recognize
fit that
it.
description, and I stood there and watched, and she got in the car, and you could hear her going, like, oh my God, what happened that I left my freaking dog in this car, like an idiot, the idiot that she is. And I saw her walk around the front of the car because I put it on the passenger side, my note on the passenger side. So anyway, I didn't have to do anything. I wish I should have probably just freaking stole the dog because, it's probably sitting out in the sun right now with her. She probably lives in a house with no overhangs or anything. And
Again, painting a whole picture.
I hate her. I hate her. But anyway, it is becoming very hot in Arizona. Please look twice in your back seat if you have babies. I remember seeing a
gosh.
freaking rash of that when I first had Layla. I was like, people are leaving their babies in the car. I'd never heard of that before until I moved to Arizona.
And
but I
like
guess it's
cars
100
have like
degrees
check
hotter.
your passenger. They have like alarms now that will
Now,
tell you.
yeah.
Yeah, now, in 2008 they didn't. But
Yeah.
and please, unless you have a Tesla with dog mode, which is
Do they have dog mode?
dog mode,
Well,
it's
my car has.
delicious.
You can leave the
You
engine
can.
running.
I
It's not
just-
called dog mode, but
I don't know any other cars, so
Yeah.
sorry.
I only know about Tesla.
If you have a Tesla or a Kia,
Even though I've had
or a
25
Hyundai.
other cars
Yeah.
in my lifetime.
again, I don't know what car. Anyway, unless you have or leave it on,
And
whatever.
lock it. Yeah.
But sometimes those things go off.
Yeah, that's true.
They shut down, and then
Yeah.
your dog is stuck.
Yeah.
But please, you don't need to take your goddamn dog everywhere. Leave them home,
Yeah.
especially when it's hot. And if you take your dog to the top of Camelback Mountain one more freaking time, I'm going to be there with a BB gun and shoot you in the pinky toe because I am freaking
Pinky
tired.
toe.
Well, I'm trying not to be too violent, but
Just mine.
but it's
Too late.
these dogs that have to get airlifted. If you want to,
They're airlifting dogs?
yes,
I did not know that.
They
Well,
have to
someone
airlift
died
dumb
yesterday
people
on Camelback.
That
Yesterday.
I hate that hike. by the
climb
way. I've done it once.
Camelback.
I never need to do
I
it.
like it.
in the middle of
You
the
like
summer.
it?
They're like, oh, but I'm such an expert hiker. Well, that's why you're in a helicopter now, idiot. It's 115 degrees.
Yeah.
Stop.
Here's
Leave your dog alone. Leave him in the house and hike it super early in the morning or in the evening.
Yeah.
Please.
In the winter months.
And for sure.
Yeah.
But let's be kinder to our animals. I
Yeah.
feel like
True.
you guys are such idiots.
You guys.
You guys, you dog leaver in cars.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you right now,
I have
if
bulldogs.
Walmart
I've always had
didn't do
bulldogs.
anything
so
about it, I would have
can't.
kicked that window in.
Yeah.
I was
She was
ready.
going to.
Yeah.
I was
and,
ready. I got
you were
free
going to.
attorney. Let's go.
And if you know her, you know she would have.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, I guess we both can agree to that.
Yeah.
All three of us.
I was
All
very
three of us.
heated during
You were. You might
the
need to take
beginning
that
and end.
sweatshirt off. You made me hot.
I'm not hot, but I might need a Xanax.
We started it hot. We ended it hot.
yeah.
Both
Are you going to end it on a
hot by
good note
shower.
here
Oh,
with your
one of our-
positive
our
poo?
poo positive notes.
A positive poo.
A
What do we got?
A positive
Show 'em
poo
the little poo.
is.
Oh, it's so cute.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it is cute.
Yeah.
And it's a cool poo because it has sunglasses.
Oh yeah, that makes it cool. I don't think inside the box. I don't even know where the box is, And on that note, don't be a shit apple tree and don't raise shit apples. Ladies, where can they find us and DM us?
All the places.
We were
TikTok.
sorry if you guys follow us on social media. We have been spamming a lot. We were just getting our sea legs on figuring out all the new reels, and really Tiffany has become a pro. We're going to take it easy. Don't forget to look, like, follow,
Comment.
But you know what?
please.
Don't just look at our reels. Go and listen to our podcast. And
I mean, they're
50%.
listening, guys.
But I need
Yeah, I
more
think
of you
they're
to listen.
listening.
I need you to tell your friends. And you know, I want to be famous. So help me out here.
Oh my
I
gosh.
want to be famous.
I want Bo the Broad and the Banana to happen. How's that not?
Yeah.
How's that going to happen
We're doing
without it?
it. We're doing it.
It might.
All right.
Thank you,
peace
guys.
out.
Thanks for joining us. Bye,
Bye.
guys.